Okay, here it is. I'm going to do a quick video for everybody for each one of the products so that you guys have later on that you can go back and reference in case anything comes up. So remember back in Word, I'm just going to close that. Remember this home bar is very important. You got the same thing that we have in all of them, the fonts, your size, your bold, italicized, copy, paste, centering right there. Your bullets are right here. Remember your paint bucket, your borders if you need borders, indenting. Remember I talked about your show and hide button. I call it the backwards P, show and hide. Very, very also important. Remember to find and replace if you need a find and replace feature on here. Remember, if you needed to replace all of the words and with the, that's where you would find that right there. Okay. Insert, which is very important, which I went over, is the tables. Remember, you can draw. You're going to do a 3x3. Okay. And remember, in here now you have two other tabs that have popped up. Very important. You have to be inside this block in order to use these. Okay. So you can delete, shift, do all the stuff that you need to do in here with this table on those design. Remember, you can shade them in, different shadings, okay? In your borders, if you need to change the border styles, you can do that, okay? So very, very important. Remember, you have two other tabs that pop up when you insert a table. You have pictures. You can also insert a picture from your computer, pictures from online. We talked about shapes. I love a call out button or an arrow, very important there. Your smart art is your, your list, your to-do, like your organization chart. If you need to put a list of people that are there, you could do that. Okay. And then again, those two tabs pop up, so you're able to format what you need to format in there. Okay, I'm going back to the insert. The other important part over here that I went over is to insert a hyperlink. Okay, remember I did like the Channel 7 news. Okay, so your text is displayed and then you put your address in and you're able to complete the hyperlink and you'll be able to click right in that document. Okay, so actually if you went, let me go through that quickly. Let me go down the bottom here. So if I wanted to go to the hyperlink and I wanted to put in weather, I think this is what I did before, and 1, 2, 3, you have to put the www.weather.com, okay? And that would automatically come up. You click on it, it goes right to the website. Your headers, your footers, very important in here. I talked about that. So your page numbers, all of that is right in the insert button, okay? I'm heading over to design. Design is just what it is, very basic. And then the other thing that I went over was your page colors or your page borders right here. And then your watermark, which is if you wanted to put a do not copy or confidential, something of that sort. I also mentioned before, when you do a page color, just be careful when you're printing. It's very expensive to do that. Your layouts, remember your columns, if you needed a column, how you want your page laid out, your margins, all of that right in here, okay? So that's right there. So just, that's what your layouts are. If you need to add in lines, hyphens, anything of that sort, you're gonna do it in layout. Reference, I didn't really talk too much about because I said unless you're doing a paper that you need to work on, then there's no need for me to, you know, keep going over this, because this is really just if you're going to set up an essay or some type of formatted paper if you were in college and needed to do that. Okay, but your MLA format is the basic format and your bibliography is important. Okay. Mailings, remember I talked about this. You can pick which one you want. Labels, envelopes, start the merge, pick your letter, pick your recipients. Remember, this was the biggest thing. So you can use an existing list, remember, from Excel, okay? You can choose from Outlook if you have contacts in your Outlook, or you can create your list just working right through it, okay? Follow it through, pick out your, what you need to pick out, like your, how you want to say, your address, your greeting lines, all of that. Preview it, and then finish and merge, okay? So the mail merge, that's that. Review, spelling, grammar, word count, we went over. If you have comments in there and you need to accept them or reject them, that's where you would do it, okay? Translation also is in here. If you need to translate something. View, okay? Just what it is. So if you need to zoom in, you need to put grid lines, you need a ruler, you need it in a different view, that's exactly what that is, okay? Also remember, you have some hot buttons up here that sometimes it doesn't always visible on the screen when I'm online, but you have that, okay? You also have some other buttons down below there to zoom in and zoom out. All right, and then you also have to remember your save, and then any options that you need to add in are right here in your file, save as, or options. So file, save as. Save as is very important there, and print, okay? So if you need to print, that's where you would do it. Okay, so I just spent like the last 8 minutes quick, but then you always have this video to go back and keep replaying it and go from there. Okay, so hopefully this helps.